Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cleveland Browns. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Anthony McFarland. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Ball carrier.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Wilson. Flushed out right. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
What a savvy read by the running back. He saw his quarterback was out of the pocket in a little bit of trouble. He just broke off his route and took off deep downfield. Thought for a second there they had him, but they were unable to connect for a big play.
Wilson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle and unable to connect. Incomplete. They give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken around the 12. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. First carry now for Nick Chubb. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
37-yard line.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
2nd and 1. Flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. 1st down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point good by Catanzaro, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Complete to DeAndre Hopkins.
Good throw there to start the second possession. Maybe help erase the memory of the interception he threw first possession.
Yeah, I think a lot of the time now there's a communication between the head coach, offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach. All right, we're going to get him settled. It's not easy after you're throwing a pick six. You might want to just run the football, but I think in most cases you want to give him easy throws that he's comfortable with to get him going again. And it's not necessarily just throwing one or 2 yards. What throws does he like to make? Give him a couple of those and get him going.
Definitely looked like one he was comfortable with on the last throw. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. They'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Being chased out left. Incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. Pushing through the contact, and he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. That catch good for only a couple.
To Marquise Goodwin. A gain of 2 brings us.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's wide open, complete, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Mike Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. In that time for the sack, say hello to Chandler Jones.
3 yards.
You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
8 yards on the run, and that cuts this down to a third and about 5.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
On third down, here's McFarland. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on third and medium. Proved to be the right call. First and 10.
15. And the Steeler first down.
Now Wilson on first down. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Pittsburgh.
So a first and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, right at the 40. On first down, McFarland. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Steelers. That's the
7-7, our score after one.
7-7.
On the ground, it's McFarland. Down to the 25. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
He was brought down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 25 on second down, Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Seventh play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, Wilson. Ebron caught left side. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 14. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line. Running with McFarland. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
On second down, McFarland. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And the Steelers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Here's McFarland. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll run here with McFarland. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Touchdown.
Anthony McFarland. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? They were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. It doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Man open, it's Goodwin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
3-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Back to throw now on 1st down. Man open left side, it's Williams. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
1st and 10.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Number 30. Out of bounds at the 33-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Eluding the pressure right. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 17-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he was able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
6 brings up 2nd and 4.
The mic. Watch 57.
They'll look to throw here. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
Let's make these babies crawl all the way back home.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Third and goal, they're going with Chubb. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, out comes the Browns kicker, Austin Seibert. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. Seibert's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the field goal there counts what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, Parker, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half. So this is...
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. McFarland running out of a gun. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Down.
On 3rd down, McFarland. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. Following the penalty, Chubb. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range. Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
First down.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
56.
Now Wilson. Looking deep here for Ebron. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Wilson's pass intercepted. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Going deep for Hopkins. And that's going to be caught for the Browns. Touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins in the final seconds of the first half. And once again, the Browns are back in front.
For the point after.
So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They set up the screen to Chubb. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Steps away to his left. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. It was Sheldrick Redwine with good coverage that time as he was there to knock it away.
Down and 10.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
56.
From the gun, this will be McFarland. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
Zero on for the field goal. A 41-yard attempt.
And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And that will tie things at 17-all. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. They'll find Goodwin here on the right side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw here. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll look to throw again. Buying time to his left. Pass incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Third quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
A 2-yard.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9. Forced out to his left. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And, yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Browns 24. Steelers 17.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
McFarland once more. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Wilson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now we'll run with McFarland. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Check it back.
From the 44, Wilson. He'll get this to his running back, Calais. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 32-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
First down, Steelers.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. James Washington was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
3-yard pickup.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And he'll get it right back to Washington. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. He's got daylight. The 30. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. That's about as tough as they come. You're driving to try to put the ball in the end zone and tie the game, and that happens.
It's exciting for us, wasn't it? Because we were thinking, hey, we might be headed towards overtime. Instead, it looks like this one may very well be done. And guess what? If you're a fantasy owner and you have that defense, you just had a big, big game, didn't you?
17.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. On first down, they'll start with McFarland. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And now this throw complete to Washington. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wilson. Got an open man. It's Washington. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards, a first down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Carl Joseph. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns.
Touchdown, Browns.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Steelers 17.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And that last pick six may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards there, a big one. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. He'll drop to throw. Caught left side, Williams. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Mike Williams. A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 3.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right and out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 7 yards the pick up there.
16-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Out Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Chandler Jones able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
He's packed. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Chandler Jones in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see. Oh, how to get it. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards, a first down.
First down, Pittsburgh.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They go play action with Wilson. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington.
Wilson's
now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
The Steeler first down.
Mike 56, Mike 56.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. He's going to let it fly. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
56 to Mike.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. That's complete. It's Anthony McFarland. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
56 to Mike, boys. 19.
They go play action now. Wilson. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
2nd and 10 now, Wilson. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And it's 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
Again, Wilson. Ebron caught left side. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Eric Ebron. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit.
On that third down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Today's final.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great.